This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Patton.
Never enough Agnetha.
Hello, fellas.
Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Stephen.
You know what? We were recording that, Ryan, so I might just use the end of you going, there's never enough Agnetha.
It's a common phrase I say anyway. So
It is, but I'll leave the listeners wondering, what were they chatting about to lead to that? Anyway, how are we? How's your week been, Josh?
It's been busy.
Okay.
It's been good. I've got a couple of...
Always a busy week with you.
I'm always flat
yeah,
out.
that's your default answer to the.
It is. It is.
How's your week been?
It's been a bit gutting, to be honest with you. So
Gutting?
Wales got knocked out of the Rugby World Cup in the semi-final.
At
So
the time of recording.
There's absolutely ages away. It's still hit hard for Josh.
I'm still like 2 or 3 weeks down the line.
Yeah,
I'm still
it still
suffering.
feels as though it's this week.
yeah, still raw.
But I've been working quite a lot. But then I actually went out for a drink the other day, which sounds
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm that yet, but maybe I'm getting there. I very rarely go out for a drink.
Yeah.
So obviously with the car as well, I've become like
Oh dear.
Designated.
Now a driver.
yeah designated. So I went for a drink. Me and my girlfriend went for a drink.
Was there a reason for the drink?
No, it was just
okay.
yeah,
Why
just
not?
impromptu.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday, and we
Boring.
thought, fuck it. So we were out, and it was quite busy in this pub.
Yeah.
It was actually a Saturday evening.
Okay.
It was in Woolton Village. I'd never
You
been
didn't need to justify it, Josh. It's fine.
I'd never been to Woolton Village before for a drink, but
Yeah.
I thought, apparently there's a couple of nice pubs over there, so we
Mhm.
went over there. So a couple of drinks down, and all of a sudden, see this.
quite classy, I'd say. More your upmarket, Walton.
I'll just wait until the end of the story.
Oh,
and you can be the
dear.
judge of that.
Ooh.
You didn't strip off, did you?
I didn't. No,
In the
no.
tone.
I didn't have to, but somebody else may have had to. What
Oh
happened.
God.
So a couple of times I saw this woman darting back and forth from kind of where she was sat with her posse.
Yeah.
I like the word posse.
It's
Thanks for that interjection, Ryan.
I feel like I've been silent for too long. Sorry. Continue.
so she kind of making like a beeline to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And initially I was like, oh, hold on, what's going on here? It's some shenanigan.
Oh, did you
Oh,
think?
I thought that she was on
mischief?
She was a cocaine user.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, you've got him bold there,
yeah,
right?
I was trying to be subtle. You
No subtleties in dodging death. Let's not beat around the bush.
Why did you go straight for cocaine?
the cocaine is exactly what I thought that she was
If
taking.
someone's regularly going to the toilet in a bar, you'd assume it would be that.
No, I would have thought yeast infection.
So she's got. I was like, okay, she got my attention.
Yeah. How describe this lady? Is she old?
She must have been about in between, say, 40s and 50s.
Okay.
Kind of that age, your age.
Yeah.
But she was wearing a skirt, which, I mean, people are entitled to wear whatever they want to wear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it was
Were you annoyed because you'd worn the same one?
I did look better in it.
Like, love, you're going to have to get changed.
Well, it was really high up her arse, right? So
dear.
I know it's a Saturday and stuff like that, wear whatever you want, but it was a risk
Yeah.
from all angles. It was a risk.
Oh,
dear.
no.
Were you eye to eye?
Almost. Almost. So I saw her maybe 2 or 3 times, and then she went again, and all of a sudden down she went. Boom! She slips.
She hit the ground.
Oh, she
hits the
tumbled.
ground.
Oh,
right.
no.
Hits the ground.
No.
She's down now, and all of a sudden she's like writhing on the floor,
Oh.
struggling to get back up,
Oh, no.
and then she put like one of those like this boxing, like what are they called, not Rock'em Sock'em robot things.
Yeah.
And then you press the button, and all of a sudden it kind of like steadies
Absolutely no
itself.
idea what you're talking about here.
Do you know what I mean? There's like 2 buttons in there, and all of a sudden like
Sock'em.
yeah, you never heard that thing. Where it's like,
I do remember a Rock and Sock and Robot. I can't remember the.
What's the premise?
well, there's like a thing, like with kind of like a button, and all of a sudden like she righted herself back up. Right.
Okay.
Anyway, anyway, so up she gets.
Yeah. Did a hush fall amongst the patrons of the bar?
Yeah, I mean, half
music
a
cut
half,
off.
a half hush it was.
Okay.
But anyway, so then she gets up, takes herself back up to the bathroom,
Yeah.
all over her legs. She shat herself right.
Oh, no.
She shot herself on impact.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
So as soon as she hit the floor, it was like an evacuation. Right. And like it was. Do you know, it's like one of those moments where it just takes a couple of moments just to kind of like, was that actually what I thought it was?
I admire that she started to style it out a bit though.
Well, I'll tell you what didn't style it out was the smell, because it was one of those where it hit you a couple of seconds after, and it was the funniest part.
That's gonna linger.
It was bad. So much so, it basically cleared out the whole pub. But before this, I felt so sorry.
Oh no!
For the young barmaid, who had to go. She came over with the blue roll. I'll clean this up.
Oh no!
She got to about 2 or 3 feet away from it, and then she realised what it was, and quickly turned back around. I was like, you know what? I know exactly what was going through her head. I was like, minimum wage doesn't pay enough.
I do not get paid enough to clean this with a thin blue roll. Any breakage in that, and just devastated.
Game over.
It was it was just that moment of absolute clarity.
Forever unclean.
What's worse is that woman would have been mortified, but then let's say 10 minutes later she comes out of the toilet, the whole place is empty.
And the shit's still there.
Yeah.
It was
wow.
It was both horrendous and hilarious.
Did you leave?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way I'm sticking around to finish a drink.
Oh god.
Maybe she waited until the pub cleared out, and then she sort of like peered round to see if the coast was clear.
She tried to scarp her out and slipped.
Or maybe she was brassic, and maybe she was just like mind sweeping. She was
that'd be intelligent.
Yeah.
That's true.
Very manipulative. I know.
It's an elaborate.
If you're willing to do it, no dignity. Yeah, shit on the floor, clear the bar out.
I'll tell you what, cheap night. Yeah, do you want a cheap night out, girl? Shit yourself, clear out the bar.
I'll get you the free drink.
I know I'm a cheapskate, but even I wouldn't do that far.
You say that. There's half a Stella there.
You like a Merlot, don't you?
There's a half-eaten pulled pork ciabatta there. Ciabatta or ciabatta?
Ciabatta.
Yeah, I knew I fucked that up.
Yeah.
You said it like Chewbacca.
Ciabatta, yeah. Ciabatta.
Actually, that's good. As if Star Wars didn't need any more marketing. They can make a sandwich.
Oh, yeah. The pulled pork Chewbacca. Maybe they could say it's like Wookiee meat on it.
I mean, I don't think many people...
You're lost on the Star Wars
I know nothing about Star Wars, yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest
No.
with you. But I always get excited every year for the next one. I realise I absolutely hate it.
Oh.
It's like...
I saw... Oh, in my mind it was the latest Star Wars, but this was maybe like 3 years ago, so there must have been more.
There's been a few.
One with Natalie Portman in when she's like 12.
Was it Rogue One?
I think it was pre-Rogue One.
That was the Force Awakens.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that was the first return of the new trilogy.
Well, having not seen any of the Star Wars, I was dragged along to this.
So you've not seen any of them? You've not seen any of the original trilogy?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, the original trilogy is like...
It's not really my world, though.
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
It's not, to be fair.
So anyway, I was dragged along, and I didn't enjoy it. And at the end, spoiler alert if you've not seen it, it apparently loops back to an earlier scene from an earlier movie. Am I correct about this?
I think you're thinking about Rogue One.
Oh,
because Rogue One finishes at the beginning of A New Hope.
Okay,
so when Darth Vader burst onto the ship.
I can't really remember, but it definitely looped back.
Yeah.
And the whole theatre gasped and started applauding. And I was looking around going, what have I missed? What's going on here?
That will be it. That will be it.
Okay.
It was a bold one to leap into, to be honest.
Oh, really? It made it
this
no
whole
sense.
universe is being built. I'm just going to dip in. Like an episode of EastEnders. I'll catch up.
Your spoiler alert there. That film is maybe 4 years, and it made me think: when is it acceptable?
Oh yeah, when can you sort of assume that's no longer a spoiler?
Yeah, well, on an episode which you wouldn't have heard, Josh, it hasn't gone out yet. I told Paul and Ryan that I ruined the end of 1978 for someone, and they got really annoyed.
1978? I believe you mean 1984.
Oh, fucking hell!
As it was coming out, novel.
Fucking hell, you've ruined more than the ending. Fucking hell, you've rewritten bloody history there.
Oh,
imagine somebody-
incredible novel, that 1978. It predicts everything, doesn't it? 1978.
Yeah, because I edit these podcasts in my mind, I'm now thinking, God, do I cut that bit out?
I'm going to keep referencing your 1978 thing, so you can't. Oh, God. It's a 5-minute episode. It's a 5-minute episode, that's why.
I mean, I got it right the first time I told the story, Josh.
Well, you just ruined my Discover Steve, because I was going to reveal that the real title for 1984 was...
You were correct all along. No, but I do think it gets to the point when, like, spoil. So even though you've never seen any of the Star Wars, I'm sure you know.
I'm sorry, I'm just too full with shame to listen to you now.
Yeah, you know the main, like the surprise at the end of Empire Strikes Back. Like,
I mean,
no one can now feel like that's spoil for them.
No.
But that's like the most iconic one ever. But I
Yeah,
still feel like
I feel like the first time I watched like Sixth Sense, I knew the ending.
Yeah. That's another one. No, I think now everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
That one,
Yeah. I still think you should be very weary about ruining the end of anything.
I would never launch into a spoiler. I don't think.
No.
I can't think of when I've
You've
ever...
just given away the end of Rogue One, haven't
I know,
you?
you fucking went
like
in
moments
gung-ho.
ago.
I know, yeah, but that doesn't give it away.
Kamikaze style. Just
Yeah, I'm just launched into spoiler twists.
So Kaiser Soze is Kevin Spacey, everybody.
Second Spacey reference? Oh, no.
No, our first one was off the
off
air.
air.
Yeah. What were they saying?
there's never enough Agnethas.
Just to be clear, we are very anti-Spacey, everybody. Yeah, so I if I can avoid giving away the end of something, I will.
Yeah, it's a
Good
weird
rule
one,
of thumb,
isn't it?
that.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because there is like only.
I mean, I still haven't finished the Bible. I'm waiting for. Don't know what happens.
What is the end of the Bible?
Is this a genuine question?
Genuine question. I have no idea.
Finn.
No, because does it end with Judas?
We know what happens after the crucifixion. He rises again 3 days after on Easter.
Is this Easter?
But then what
Yeah.
happens? What happens after he rises? When does he when does he depart again?
No, he works in the Travel Inn.
So, do you know what? Better get off now.
Do you know Lenny
Not
Henry's
really.
actually Jesus Christ?
Yeah. Do you think when he rose, do you reckon he was really bitter about it?
He's not
Walking
enjoying
around
that.
seeing the people going, you motherfuckers.
Maybe he was just
Look what you've done
knackered.
to my hands. Actually,
I
what's the final page of the Bible?
I genuinely don't know what the
I don't
end
know.
of the Bible is.
I don't know.
I reckon it's just like a very tame end. Like, I don't know.
Do you reckon the end, like a Stephen King
Peter
book,
having
is
a
very
tea.
disappointing at the end?
Yeah. Peter confronts a giant spider.
Like The Mist, they just drive off into the distance.
You've just spoiled the end. I spoiled the end of it, and you've just spoiled the end of The Mist.
Who hasn't seen these things?
The Mist isn't one that you can assume. It's probably
Also, the film is different to the book.
Andy Dufresne gets out in the end. Just have an hour-long podcast of ruining the
just
film.
a spoiler episode of Dodging Death. What's another good twist that we can ruin?
I was going to say Heat then, but I actually can't do it.
We've got to be conscious that we're giving away no more movies, fellas. All right.
Tim Roth is an undercover cop in Reservoir Dogs. The rest of the gang shouldn't trust him.
No, did you say that because Tim Roth's been local today?
Do you know what?
Is he in your head?
Because that's a bit more of a niche one, isn't it, really?
That's not the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye out for Tim Roth all day today because they've been filming his new show.
Well, God, I wasn't going to mention this. I had a very embarrassing moment with Tim Roth today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's been around the city for a few weeks filming. What's it called?
Tin Star.
Tin Star.
In relation to his sheriff badge, I think.
Oh.
His rusty sheriff badge.
He's got his arsehole like that, left, right, and centre.
It's very, very graphic.
It's a bluey.
It's Tim Roth's rusty sheriff badge.
I didn't bring this up with him today.
What, so you
Show us your sheriff badge,
Yeah.
Tim.
Show us your rusty sheriff. Was he Mr. Brown in Reservoir Dogs, actually? I want to see you, Mr. Brown.
Maybe maybe he's got a fetish. Maybe he insists on like
all his films are a little nod to the arsehole. I'm on to you, Tim. You dirty bastard.
Well, no one there, Tim.
So you encountered them in the wild? Because I've been hunting for Tim Roth all day.
I don't like the idea of you hiding behind trees like Big Mike, who also wanted the rusty badge.
Something Big Mike and Tim Roth have in common.
So as you know, I've been taking piano lessons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a few things on the piano actually.
He's in a film called The Legend of 1900 where he plays a pianist.
pianist?
Yeah, pianist.
Oh.
Great movie.
Yeah, you lent me that actually.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I lent you my Monk DVDs once, Ryan, and they came back all sticky.
No.
And to this day, Josh, I question what happened to those.
Why would I?
He's just a massive fan of Tony Shalhoub, it seems.
But why would I choose to release
masturbate
myself on
onto-
the disc that I've lent off you?
Well-
it makes no sense. I wouldn't return them to you. I told you it was.
I think it was
you lent it to another magician. Magicians are more likely to be attracted to Tony Shalhoub than me. That's a fact.
No, I think you were making a statement because he's got OCD in it. Like, I'll make a mess.
Yeah, that's my response to Monk.
The light-hearted.
Yeah, the quirky detective TV show. I'll show you, Monk. You sexy bastard.
Well, anyway, so I've been taking these piano lessons.
Yeah.
And the music studio is next door to Ryan's work.
Oh, really?
As it happens.
Ah.
Yeah. So the lady I go to, she's great. She also teaches singing. And in our previous lesson, she said to me, "Do you sing?" I've got zero singing ability.
Well, I have heard you sing It's Not Unusual by Tom Jones.
How was it, Ryan?
Do you know what? It was all right. I wish I could say it was terrible, but the crowd loved it.
It's a crowd pleaser of a song, though.
And it was Benidorm,
Yeah.
so you knew your audience well.
I can actually imagine you dancing to that.
Well, this is it. You've got the moves.
It's a little hip shimmy.
I don't know if I've said this on the show before. I feel like I tell everybody this. The reason It's Not Unusual is the perfect karaoke song is everybody knows it, but it's not cliched. No one else would have done it that night.
Not what?
Cliched.
It's not what?
Cliched.
Cliched.
It's not cliched. No one else would have done it that
Do you
night.
not think? I think that's an absolute.
Yeah, that's
That's
like...
a karaoke.
No, it's not a
favourite.
staple.
That's a
I think
slot.
It's not your American Pie.
I'd say
Certainly not on My Way.
I'd say not in My Way, but My Way is like the number one, isn't it?
I would say number one. yeah.
I'd
I
still,
say Feeling Good is up there as well.
Yeah. It's not unusual. I think that's.
I don't think it is.
Most plays. I'd say I'd go as far to say cliche.
Yeah, I would
Williams
say
is
cliche.
not cliched.
Williams is cliche.
Well, no.
Williams is
Cliche
not
and Benidorm.
Yeah.
You've got to go cliche and Benidorm.
Ryan,
that's the
Very
point.
rarely
I
have
never
heard
want the
something
listener
so
to
on brand. Williams is not cliched. Coming from the mouth of none other than Williams.
No, also, I don't approve of the listeners knowing I've been to Benidorm.
A note on his dancing while singing. It's not unusual, by the way. Stephen's dancing at the time. If I can compare it to anything,
Go on.
It's an Eddie Stobart like wagon driver,
Yeah.
like maneuvering like a giant wheel.
What,
That
a truck
sort
called
of
Shelley.
Yeah. It's an Eddie Stobart
This
driver.
is not how this story should have gone.
I know
Ryan.
it's not, but I've used it as a platform,
Springboard.
yeah, to leap on.
This is do you know, when the Wizard of Oz, when the curtain is pulled back, and the wizard is revealed.
Yeah. No one wants to see the magician dancing.
God, this is.
I apologise. So you were saying.
Anyway.
yeah, Tim Roth.
So
Anyway,
when your encounter with Tim Roth.
previous piano lesson.
Yep.
She said, "Do you sing?" I said, "No." I said, "I really can't sing."
Right.
She went, "Yeah," and Ryan's told me about yours. It's not unusual.
Yeah, I was shouting from my office. You hear me?
So she said, would you like to learn? Now she's kind of touting for business now, I've said it, but it didn't seem that way at the
That's
time.
the cash.
Yeah. So she said, "I'll tell you what, in our next piano lesson, I'll tag on an extra hour and you can try it out. You know, a little bit of a sample lesson.
I bet you lapped that up, didn't you?
God, I laughed.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely, sounds
like
great.
a thirsty dog.
You shouldn't have went on all fours.
Was that the first thing she taught you?
Tim Roth peered in. Go all out, you frigid get. I want to see you.
It's like a sniffer dog.
Yeah, Tim Roth in a park.
Go
Going around the back of an Alsatian.
Pissing up against walls.
Is he Honey Bunny in Pulp Fiction?
So, today, I go to the piano lesson. We're tagging on the singing lesson.
Yes.
Issue is, Tim Roth is filming outside the building. So, we're there. We're doing the scales. We're doing the exercises. And she goes, is there a song you want to try and sing here? So I chose a song called Beautiful City from the musical Godspell.
Oh, I don't know it.
No. Bit too theatrical for someone who can't sing.
A bit rangy.
It is.
Was that your choice as well?
It was my choice, yeah. I thought it's either that or a bit of Les Mis, you know. But as we've established, Williams is not cliched. So, anyway, I properly butcher this song. It is awful. I'm cracking all over the place. It's like really fucking bad. And then when the song finished, filled with some shame, all I could think about was, Tim Roth has just heard me fucking butcher Beautiful City.
I love it as one of the outtakes on Tim Star season 3.
You see
Tim
me
Roth
through a window.
Yeah. Trying to do like an emotional scene. And there you butchering this musical song.
She's just died.
I can't perform under these circumstances.
So, yeah. And then when I left the studio then, we've not booked a second singing class.
No. She's given up.
She's lost hope. I then had to walk past the crew, and I thought, they know. They know that was me.
You should have put did you hear that?
Jesus Christ.
Murdered that one, didn't she? Fucking hell. Anyway, have a good day anyway.
But, so I've been taking these lessons, the piano lessons, which have actually been going well. I thought I should buy an electronic, keyboard so I can do it at home.
Yeah.
Because I've been coming to the studio actually doing it here, but it's a faff to come all the way here.
Yeah.
So I bought one, and then last night I messaged Bruce Paul and said, "Listen, is there any chance you can go and pick up this keyboard for me?" We had a bit of a dodging death outing, didn't we, Ryan?
We did. So I accompanied.
Yeah. We picked Ryan up from the gym. He was very hot and bothered. I
just had a very productive spinning session.
Yeah. And then in he gets to go and pick up a piano.
Yeah. Yeah, so we embark on our Laurel and Hardy sketch to transport a piano.
Were you in the back?
No, I was in the back.
He made very clear he didn't approve of that.
Yeah. Despite me, out of the goodness of my heart, I was still foisted in the back seat.
Oh.
Why did you even go?
Well,
we went to Witness, wasn't it?
It wasn't Witness. It was an area of Liverpool. I can't remember. It wasn't Witness. Witness. We didn't go on motorway.
No, there was no motorway.
Yeah. Witness needs motorway.
Oh.
Yeah.
We went, somewhere to pick up this piano. So we go into this couple's house, Ryan and I.
Yeah.
And a few things. When you sell a piano and you don't know who's going to pick it, you don't expect me and Ryan to turn up at the door.
I'd be terrified, though. I just wouldn't know who's going to come.
Well, that's true. I mean, they saw Ryan come in his gym shorts and closed the blinds, turn the lights off.
Well, as we approached the road, there was a man peering outside.
He was terrifying.
Yeah, his eyes were glowing in the dark. It was very frightening.
Yeah, there was this man who all the lights were off in his house, but he was being illuminated from his phone and peering outside. It was terrifying.
Like the dog from the beginning of Goosebumps.
Yeah. It was. It was.
But
his eyes were menacing.
We couldn't see what the door door number was. We were like, oh no, that's not the house, is it?
Oh, no. Yeah.
It's quite clearly a psychopath.
An incredible pianist.
From a psychopath.
Incredible pianist, but my God, is he a psychopath? Before you kill
Chopin is excellent, though.
Play us a tune, Chopin.
Going, it's like that Partage episode. There's all Stephen Williams promotional material. No. He won the Dodge and Death pillow. Ooh,
he went to Matthew Morrison's house. I totally forgot we sent someone a pillow of our faces.
I'd forgotten about it until that very moment.
Oh, that's mad that someone owns this thing.
It was on eBay the other day. So. Collection only.
It's been relisted many times.
Yeah.
So we go into this couple's house.
Yeah.
They were very nice.
Did they offer you a cup of tea?
They were absolutely lovely, yeah.
Yeah, they were very nice. And the piano's all set up. And we, just have a tinkle to make sure it is working,
What did you do?
Ryan and I played chopsticks.
Yeah, I was like year 9 again.
Just think about how, like, the arsehole moves that, like, say if you, I don't know, you've been playing for like 3 or 4 years and you kind of felt competent.
Yeah.
You could have went, let me just check if this is working.
Play like a classical music set.
Yeah. Hush, hush.
It'll do fine.
An hour later after a whole concert.
Yeah, I knock on the door wearing tails. Good evening.
I'm the Iron Aldi of Liverpool.
I was thinking about you if the guy with the illuminated face, if he was the person with the piano, he could be called Looney Vico.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's a 6 out of 10. That
slightly laboured, but I appreciate it.
Maybe 4 out of 10 for me. Sorry. I apologise. I I've got to be truthful though.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We like that in the show. So I have a tinkle.
And then you use the piano.
In a stranger's house, it was a bizarre moment.
The piano was mine. I marked it. So then we go, okay, great. I hand over the cash.
It was cash in hand as well.
It was
all very...
Best way to be.
Yeah, I felt
Put
like
it down
I
as
was...
expenses. Barlow over here.
I felt like I was a part of something sordid. But, the piano meant that I wasn't.
I feel like I'm in a drug deal, but it's not. It's just a Yamaha piano.
Yeah. It's a very middle-class drug deal.
It's like Narcos. This is... Isn't it,
Got sheet music and everything.
I played a very tense bed.
I do best Escobar impression.
Do it for us now, right?
Oh no! I don't think I can do that.
Tough one.
Yeah. Could be horrifically insensitive.
I was going to say I had questioned it as well. That would get cut.
Yeah, that need edit now to save my save face for me.
So we package all up. We have a bit of small talk. We head for the car. Mm-hmm. Producer Paul has been in the car with the engine running the whole time, just in case. You've got to make a quick getaway. I was going to leave Ryan behind. Yeah, you would have been the human pawn, right? But we quickly realised as we approached the car, Josh, this piano is too big.
I say we quickly realised. Stephen was approaching the situation. Paul was proclaiming that his car is very full.
You know what?
And
the whole journey down, Paul was saying, I don't reckon this is going to fit,
Yeah. And you were confidently swatting his fears away, saying, oh, no, it'll fit. It'll be fine. Yeah.
How big is the piano?
It's big. It's bigger than this.
It's very long.
Yeah.
Well, how much?
Settle down, Ryan. You saw me having a tinkle.
How much longer than this one here?
Well, this is only half size, really. There aren't enough keys on this.
Yeah.
So maybe would you say a third extra?
Yeah.
So it is long then.
Yeah. Plus we had the stand and the stool. And
you got all the
paraphernalia.
Yeah, the paraphernalia.
And Paul's car was comically overpacked as well.
It was.
Yeah, there was literally no room in his boot at all.
Well, do you know what wouldn't have helped the situation? That there was 3 of you in the car.
I know, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't fit, Josh. And how long do you think we spent outside with this guy?
Oh, it must have been 20 minutes.
Must have been 20 minutes. We tried every possible combination.
Yeah,
So, after a considerable amount of time, Josh, we think we're going to have to, one, debox the piano.
Yes.
Sashimi keyboard. Raw piano. Two, we're going to have to coffin it.
Well, I didn't know what coffin it meant, so...
I think...
what were you doing?
I don't think it's an actual term.
I know. It was Williams Queens, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was. So essentially, we're going to lie it straight on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we're in a hearse.
Yeah.
Producer Paul was not happy about this, though.
No. We were concerned that the piano was going to go through the front window as soon as the car was driving.
Yeah.
So we can't.
He's a heavy breaker.
Who were the pallbearers?
Yeah.
Well, I had an. I didn't realise the producer Paul Bearers was there.
Yeah.
But we had it rested on our shoulders, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I'd moved to the front seat at this point, and
he was able to support a bit better than I am.
yeah. Well, we approached the coffin move with very little confidence, I thought. Well,
Yeah.
apart from you.
I knew the whole time.
Yeah, and then.
Well, you had to know because it was your bloody piano. You were like, oh no, it's going to work. I need to get this bloody piano home.
Although they've got the cash now.
We'll make it bloody work if we have to. Ryan's hanging out the fucking window like an Indian kid on a train.
But the good news, the piano is here.
Yes,
Hey.
it made it. Yeah, the coffin technique worked.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
I can imagine you to be like as a side gig.
Yeah.
And one of your many side gigs,
Yeah.
including the podcast, you'd be like a baseball organist.
I mean, it would involve a move.
No, I reckon you could do it remotely, you know.
Really?
You don't have to watch the game, won't you?
No,
No, it will be live. There will be people there, but like...
Yeah, but doing it remotely is essentially could just be a CD. Couldn't
maybe it's just one recording. There's
Yeah.
only one baseball.
Maybe it's not real.
Thing.
There's no way it's just a CD.
Do you not think? Well, I think it's something worth looking at.
Worth investigating.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that in your own time, right?
Speaking of baseball, actually, I've just noticed you're dressed like something from like a 1980s...
Well, I'm a big fan of the denim jacket.
Yes.
Does that count as a denim jacket?
Yeah, of course it does. It doesn't have to be blue. It's still denim.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, denim's the material.
Absolutely.
But
Ridiculous.
you are like dressed from like a kind of 1980s...
With the Converse.
Yeah, the lot. You look very
you look
much
a bit like West Side Story, sort of, that you're going to break into like...
it's coming out soon, isn't it? I'm hoping I'll be spotted.
Let's hope he doesn't sing again.
Yeah, no, Tim Roth Spielberg.
Oh, God, that backfired. Shall we go into the feature?
Yes.
I am hosting the feature
You are.
this week.
That was like a threat, sorry. I went pretty violent. Like,
Yeah,
you are.
you did.
You are. You better be.
It was as if you were annoyed you weren't hosting it
I
again.
know. Yeah. I do enjoy the hosting.
Yeah, well, next week. Well, this feature...
You'll have your day.
This is a feature about divas.
As in the WWE divas, or
I don't get that, Josh.
That's what the lady wrestlers used to be called, divas.
Yes, that's exactly what it's about. Yes, a diva, which oft, Ryan, is something you refer to me as being.
Yes, yeah, I've seen you on the ship, man. I've seen you in diva mode.
You see me do a turn. Well, I have made a feature based on that very thing in something I call Diva or Steva.
Very good.
That is excellent.
Yeah. Very good.
I'm a fan of that.
I like it.
So what I've done some research into your famous divas, and I'm going to give you something that either they have done or I've done.
Oh, I like this.
And you've got to decide whether it was a diva or it was Steva.
Oh, that is excellent.
Stephen did them all.
Yeah.
He really is a monster.
The Williams would never do such a thing.
Honestly, 2 weeks sharing a room with him. The man's habits are ridiculous.
He has a bath 4 times a day.
Which someone else has to run for him.
Do you know who actually does do that?
4 times a day.
Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
He has 4 baths a day.
Really?
Won't he always be dead wrinkled?
God, I'd hate to see his fingers.
Yeah, you know, you look like very, very withered.
Yeah?
I don't know. He can afford to do it, I suppose.
Have you... you know what, Josh? I'm going to call bullshit on that. I don't think he has... Who's got the time?
Tom Ford.
Yeah, well. Okay, so let's go for Diva or Steva.
Big fan of the name. Big fan of the name.
So, here is the first question. This person refused to get... It's not a question, this.
It's a statement.
It's a statement, yeah.
Yeah, first statement, yeah.
Okay, let's try it again. Here's the first statement. Who did it? Was it me or was it a famous diva? This person refused to go on stage unless the production team gave them a bowl of bigger oranges.
Ooh.
Was that
Very
diva
on brand, isn't it?
or was it Steva?
It's on brand.
I think it's a diva, and I'll tell you for why.
Ooh, go on, tell us.
Okay.
If this is just before going on stage, no way is Stephen having sticky oranges.
Ooh,
It's true.
that's a point.
It's true. I'm trying to think of if I've ever saw you eat an orange. I don't know if I have.
In 16 years, is it now?
God, yeah.
Yeah.
My favourite point about that was the hand movement that you made. It was very like flamboyant.
It was quite magical.
It
wasn't
was
well,
nice.
Well, that's 16 years. You've
adopted
I understand the flamboyant would approach the orange eating process.
Okay, so are you going to stick with the diva? And
It's
you're
up to Ryan.
working against each other. But
Oh,
you can choose
against? Are we going against?
You can choose the same thing if you want to.
I think it's diva personally.
Diva. Ryan.
In the interest of competition, I'm going to go Steva. I think that
Steva.
was you.
So to recap, this person refused to go on stage unless the production team gave them a bowl of bigger oranges. You think that was me, Ryan?
Oh, God, no. Do you know what? I'm gonna stick with it. Despite never seeing you eat an orange, I'm in the interest of competition. I'm gonna go.
Do you think I won them
Steva.
purely aesthetically? Okay.
Maybe for like a juggle or something. Do you juggle oranges with your hand? Is that how low it's got?
Oh, I've got to kill this time
It was
somehow.
the real years.
For a bigger tricycle. He needs a bigger tricycle and bigger oranges.
Okay. Diva or Steva, I can confirm that was Steve.
Oh!
No way.
Oh, yes. So, to explain
Yeah,
this,
what is the story?
I'll have
behind
to give you a
this?
bit of background.
Yeah.
I use a singular orange on stage.
Right.
Now, there was the moment where I was on a single ship for nearly 2 years. Like, I didn't leave this one ship for 2 years. And towards the end of that, you start to go a little bit mad. You know?
God.
So every week, it was someone's job on the ship to supply me. I'm trying to justify it.
Like a magician Captain Ahab. 2 years at sea. 2 years at sea.
Oh, another feature that. I'll use that down the
Yeah,
line,
feature,
yeah. So it was someone's job for the show to supply me with oranges.
Yeah.
I'd gone mad. I'm just putting it out there. It was a low point. I was furious that they were so small they bordered on being the tangerine. That was the actual line
Really?
I used. And they went off and got me bigger oranges. I look back at that with such shame.
I mean, it's understandable if it's part of your act. I understand that because 2 years is an awful long time. I hope that person was the same person for the 2 years, and by the end of it, you had like a nickname for him, like Tropicana.
That one might have been the
Del
nickname for
Monte.
me. Yeah.
The man from Del Monte.
But yeah, very much a low point that.
Yeah, do you know what though? I no, I don't see your point. I feel like the tangerine is much smaller. I was going to say there's a fine line between the tangerine
it's
and orange.
much smaller.
No, it's much smaller.
But I think it's not a fine line.
But you know, it bordered on the tangerine, so it wasn't that small.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what? I should have just said it was that small. Anyway, I'm starting to regret this feature. Okay, statement number 2.
Well done, Ryan.
Thank you.
This person delayed a performance by over an hour because they'd broken a nail.
Stephen.
Oh, that sounds very... I know about how much you prioritise the cuticles.
Oh, I do.
So it's very on brand.
Shall we tell the listener a few episodes ago I told a story about needing an emergency manicure because my cuticles are gone awry, and then after we recorded it, I thought I came across so badly. It's one of the few things we ever cut from the show. Forever off the air now. We call that the cuticle story.
Another example of Steva behaviour as well, by the way.
Okay, so what do we think? Delayed a performance by over an hour because they've broken a nail. Diva or Steva?
Stephen.
That is very Steva to me. I'm also going to go Steva again.
Okay, we've got two Stevas.
Yep.
Steva.
It is incorrect.
Oh.
It is very me, but it was actually Mariah Carey at an award show.
If you did break a nail, what would your approach be?
I refuse to go on.
Yeah, I'd say you need to fly me home.
And those oranges are ridiculous.
Okay, statement 3, and we may unlock a bonus round.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This person says their beauty secret is putting special eye drops in, which they claim makes their eyes sparkle. Is that Diva or Steva?
I
all
think,
sounds like you to
despite I know your Steva tendencies,
Yes.
that even seems too outrageous for you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go Diva for that one.
Diva.
Yeah. I'm going to go Diva.
Josh.
I was also going to go for Diva, but however, in the interest of competition, I will go for Steva.
Okay, so one of you will have it right in that case.
Yes.
Now, to bring these scores back up, is it 1-1?
No, it's 1-0.
It's 1-0 to Ryan.
Yeah, we both got the second question wrong.
1-0 to Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay, so this person says the beauty secret is putting special eye drops in, which they claim makes their eyes sparkle. Ryan, Steva. Josh, you are Steva. The correct answer is Steva!
Go on, man.
Yes.
Elaborate on this tip.
So I pop myself over to Amazon and buy some special eye drops, which I can't remember the name of. But if you go to Amazon, put in like sparkling, fucking hell,
Sparkling eyes.
Go on Amazon and search for sparkling eyes.
So Tim Roth does as well.
Yeah, Amazon will know my search history and go, are you sure? Logged into the wrong account.
Everything okay? Question.
Yeah, and I of a morning I pop them in. Makes a lovely glisten in the eye.
Have you currently got...
No, because I'm not going to make an effort for you two.
That's fine.
I'd love to see some of your Amazon recommends.
Oh, it's very embarrassing.
I wanted access to Stephen's Amazon account. Because so you gave me your password so I could use your
Use
Amazon
my Prime.
And I used to get the notifications because I didn't log out because I used to get a bit of a kick out of seeing the notifications for any deliveries that were coming because it was always the most insane items.
Go on.
Well,
Give
you
us
know
an
what?
example.
He revealed this bit of information when he was a bit tipsy once.
Yeah, I was doing it in secret for ages.
And then after that, I was very conscious about what I was ordering. I changed my suppliers. I'm really wishing I hadn't have done this fucking feature now.
I think my favourite one.
Oh,
was,
God, you're not going to give an example, are you?
The comically large delivery of moist towelettes. There was batches of 12, and it was like 3 boxes of it. I got a notification on my phone. And it said times 3 or times 4. I was thinking, who needs that many moist towelettes? Like, what on earth is he cleaning?
Well, they're just so comfortable on there, Ryan. So nice on the tush.
Classic Steve. Mariah Carey could say the same.
Well, I've since realised they're actually terrible for the environment. So,
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So I get a shower post Kraken now.
Oh, excellent.
But to be honest, I'm probably submerged in water more than Tom Ford. And every time, that's a lot, isn't it?
Don't worry, I'll get Greta on the phone.
Yeah.
She need not turn around anymore.
We thought we'd get Thunberg on as a guest last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we
absolutely
did.
No
Yeah.
chance.
Still waiting.
Yeah. Okay, we have unlocked the bonus round.
Excellent.
Also, it's like a tie break though now because me and Josh are leveled on
each,
scores.
Oh, yes.
So it's winner takes all.
Winner takes all. Okay.
Winner takes Paul, another feature name.
Oh, it's good, that. Sorry, a little burp as I said it.
You were so thrilled. You passed wind.
Yeah, moist towelettes.
Yeah, like a really excited baby.
It's a wet one. Oh God. Okay. The bonus round. This person will only drink Coke and wouldn't even go near a Pepsi. Is that Diva or Steva?
I know he's fussy about his fizzy drinks.
I got to think back from school.
Yeah. Oh God.
Do you know what?
Go on.
I think that it's Diva because I think with you it's the other way around. I think you will only drink Pepsi and not drink Coke.
Only drink Pepsi.
Ooh.
Right.
Well, I'm in it to win this.
You're in it to win it. Tim Roth.
I'm in it for the winner. Just like Tim Roth.
If he hears this, we're going to get sued.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not called.
Well, Stephen will.
Call the episode something like Tim Roth loves Winnets.
Okay, go on.
So I'm going to go...
So you've gone Diva, Josh.
So Josh
yeah, I've gone
Diva.
Diva, yeah.
I want to win this thing, so I'm going to go Steva. It's like golden balls. I'm not in it to split. I want to steal. I'm going home with nothing or everything.
Okay. I am going to reveal this person will only drink Coke and wouldn't even go near Pepsi. Is both Diva and Steva.
What? Oh, so despite
that was a bloody
all or nothing mentality, we split.
Oh, sorry. I feel like
that was anticlimactic.
When I put this together, that was quite a good reveal there, but it really hasn't worked.
Go on. So, can you elaborate then on the how it's both?
Well, yeah. So, one, you should know this, Ryan. I always get a full fat Coke and no ice.
Oh yes, yeah. I remember that.
I don't trust Josh what they put in the diet stuff.
Yeah, was it called saccharin? That's what it's called.
Well, there you go. Yeah, don't trust that. If I've said that once. Now, Betty Davis. We're aware of Betty Davis.
Yeah. You do look very similar.
Yeah.
Betty Davis eyes. Maybe she used that spark.
Oh yeah, they did sparkle. Yeah.
It's all coming together now, isn't it?
Well, Betty Davis would never have Pepsi, and she did it to spite her arch rival, Joan Crawford.
Ooh.
I do love an arch rival. You know,
who would be your arch rival?
A nemesis.
Who would be yours?
Ooh, I've made lots of enemies, Josh, so it's full for choice, really. There was a clown once. I'll say his name was called Hiccup the Clown. And we had a major argument over the phone once.
Really?
Yeah, he's like huge. And he said he was going to come round and do me in.
Oh,
really?
wow.
Yeah. Part of me wonders whether by do me in you mean like you throw a custard pie in my face. You know.
What's a clown's version of that?
I know. But I was concerned, though, that he'd like bring back up in a tiny car.
Yeah, it'd be deceiving. Oh, it's just him on his own.
They keep coming. And you wouldn't want to be kicked by those massive shoes.
No.
I wouldn't want to get into a fight with a clown. I think it'd be hard work.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be easy, would it?
Yeah.
No.
And it'd be a nightmare. It's just all full of tricks and weird little nooks and crannies.
Anyway, yeah, so my arch nemesis. I tell you, I do enjoy having a nemesis, though.
Again, it's very on brand.
It is.
Yeah. We're forever saying our name. Aren't we forever saying
you know what? I'm a caricature of myself, really. So, just to finish off that fact. So, Betty Davis's arch nemesis was Joan Crawford. Now, Crawford's husband was the chief exec on the board of directors for Pepsi. Now, even though he died, Joan was also on the board.
Oh.
And as such, Betty Davis refused to drink it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. What makes it a bit more frosty is that they were filming a movie together at the time. I imagine like craft service was a nightmare.
Classic diva. Yeah. A diva shows no compassion.
Yeah.
Neither does a Steva.
Oh, imagine us all together in a room. And someone did want tangerines. Anyway, unfortunately, an anticlimactic finish.
Finished a tie.
Because of a tie. But nevertheless, that was... Oh, go on.
No, I was rapping. I know. I realised I interrupted. Go on. I trampled on the rap.
No.
I was just in relation. Say it was a really good feature.
I apologise for for attacking you a bit. I appreciate the compliment.
That was the Shiva in him coming out, wasn't it?
Yeah, classic Steve. That.
Yeah. That was Diva or Steva.
Very, very, very good feature, that.
My issue, though, Josh, it didn't display Stephen in a good light, did it?
Do you know what I like the most about this episode so far? How many times have you referred to yourself in the third person?
God! You know
classic
what?
Steve.
I don't even realise that I'm doing it.
I don't think that's the thing that's not showing you in a good light.
Yeah, I think we like 31 episodes in now. I feel like you're not reclaiming any good reputation here that you're not a Steve.
Oh God! Shall we go into our Discover Steve?
Yes.
Can we go into it with a bit more enthusiasm, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
I feel like you both reached for your phone when I said, which makes me think you're not ready for the Discover Steve.
I am ready. You better believe I'm ready.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm excited. Let's start with you then, Ryan.
So, my Discover Steve this week, I discovered
that
the director of the Billie Jean music video.
Yeah, which,
I know
we don't approve of any watching anymore.
Yeah, the problematic association with that at the moment. But it's a very iconic music video.
It is. We've all seen it.
Yeah, this guy also directed the film Mike Bassett, England Manager.
No way.
No.
Yeah, same director. A guy called Steve Barron.
Oh my God.
He's got the oddest filmography ever. So... sorry, I've opened the shirt to get his filmography up, and there's a picture of Derek Okora on my phone. Again, very on brand. Yeah, so Steve Barron, directed iconic music videos. So he directed the Billie Jean video.
Right.
He also directed the Take On Me video by Aha.
Oh my God.
So he's iconic music video director, and his film career was somewhat more eclectic.
Yeah.
So he directed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. He directed Conehead starring Dan Aykroyd.
Oh my God.
A favour of the Williams. and then he ended up directing bloody...
There just seems to be
Ricky Tomlinson and Mike Bassett.
No relation to any of these.
Yeah, so he connects Michael Jackson to Ricky Tomlinson in one. in like the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon game. Steve Barron connects Michael Jackson and Ricky Tomlinson.
Who knew?
It's fair to say that obviously Mike Bassett is his
that's greatest achievement.
Oh, that's his finest moment. When Tonka scores that goal against Argentina and takes the shorts off.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my God. That is actually a spoiler alert.
That is.
And I
ruined it now.
Who's still got that bang? Oh, we've got to watch this, love.
What, Tonka scores the winner against Argentina. I'm not going to get into this now.
Unsubscribe. All right, Josh, what is your fact?
So you briefly mentioned Golden Balls earlier.
I did.
Bit of Jasper Carrot.
An old game show favourite, that.
It is. So I've got a little bit of a Discover Steve for you.
Okay.
So there was a professional kind of game show contestant,
right,
who went on there named Ibrahim.
Okay.
His second name eludes me, unfortunately.
Oh, gosh.
However, he basically went on there as a kind of a social experiment. Right. Obviously, you're both aware of the split and steel thing at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he went on there and basically said, "Listen, I'm going to steal the money."
Oh, I've seen this clip. This is
a famous one.
Famous Golden Ball clip. Yeah.
Okay. So he was upfront and said, "I'm going to steal."
He said, I'm going to steal. Yeah. So if you steal also, then
we don't get anything.
Yeah, we don't get anything. So you split, and I'll split with you after the show. That was the concept, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's right,
yeah.
Right.
So he said, "Listen, I'll split with you after the show."
Thing is, though, would you trust that you get the money?
So this is what it is. So it was like a big thing. It was like, "Listen, I'm a man of my word." This thing, obviously on the TV, they can't show the whole rigmarole. So ultimately what ends up happening is he opens it up and the other guys splits,
yeah.
and he also splits. So it's basically kind of a thing of trust. What they don't show you on the TV thing, that deliberation went on for 4.5 hours.
No way!
4.5 hours it went on for, yeah.
Oh, that is an excellent Discover Steve.
That is an excellent Discover Steve.
4.5
And you know what?
hours.
It shows what a pro Jasper Carrot is, doesn't it? Because Jasper Carrot refused to turn the cameras off.
He had bangers that whole time.
The thing is, when you know it, and when you watch this clip again,
does Jasper look exhausted?
He makes it.
Jasper's lying down. He's giving his legs a rest.
It becomes obvious.
Oh,
wow.
I am going to watch that clip immediately after this episode.
Yeah. Carrot makes it obvious. 4.5 hours it went on for, yeah.
Wow, that's a great fact.
That is a good one.
God, I wish we'd ended on that.
Yours relatively tame.
I mean, brace yourself.
Oh, I'm excited. Is it going to be fucking Gary Barlow related again?
So my fact, the world's greatest songwriter. It's not Gary Barlow. So, do you know the TV show The Young Ones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, one of the stars, Nigel Planner, who played a character called Neil, he did an interview recently in which he said he made essentially no money out of the show. They were getting paid $400 an episode. And after it, he really struggled because he was so synonymous with that character.
Oh, yeah. He's typecast.
Yeah, he really struggled for work. Anyway, since then, he has been in a few musicals. He was in Wicked and We Will Rock You, and he's doing all right now. And
it's not the Discovery, is it?
No.
Nigel Planner's doing just fine, everyone.
The Discover Steve, he's developed a habit for buying expensive socks. And he said when you buy cheap socks in packs of 6, they bunch up in your toes. With expensive socks, you can stretch out your toes.
That's your Discover Steve.
That's your Discover Steve.
Yeah, expensive socks, you can stretch out your toes.
Isn't that smart? That's just the better material.
Well, I mean, I've been buying multi-packs.
So now are you going to...
I buy multi-packs just for purely practical reasons, just because you can buy them in... It's like buying wholesale goods, isn't it?
So now are you going to switch to the expensive sock?
I'm going expensive.
What would be the most that you'd ever spend on a pair of socks?
I like a coloured sock, so
yeah, but are they a premium?
I don't know. I'll probably pay up to like £8
for a pair.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. I've paid £25 for a pair of socks.
Oh,
you
God.
have paid that,
Oh my
Josh.
God!
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew we'd get some material out of this.
Yeah, me of all people.
Because my fact was like a lead fucking balloon.
Nigel Planner on Fashionista Corner this week, everyone.
You paid
the thing we were all crying out for. What's Nigel Planner's view on socks, everyone? Rick Nail's boxies have it next
So good, Josh. You paid £25 for a pair.
For a pair of socks, yes. They were like outdoor socks.
Okay.
Were the knitted ones?
They were like, yeah,
knitted coloured, like with the like a Fjord Raven sock. Do they do socks actually?
Yeah, but they were similar to. So they. I'll be allowed to say brands on here.
Hopefully they sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'd love it if they
Speak
did.
complimentary.
The best socks I've ever bought,
Yeah, go on.
and a Japanese brand called Rototo,
Okay.
and
Is the toe spelled like TOE?
TOTO. That's the shame. So it's ROTOTO.
I mean, they are Japanese.
but
I know, yeah, but they could improve.
Okay.
So if you want to branch out to a Western audience,
Yes, who enjoys the pun.
to us essentially.
Dodgins F is the ideal platform for this, as Diva or Steve has just shown. Rototo, if you're listening.
It's funny because whenever I say it, I always think of the Arcade Fire song.
Oh yeah, Rococo.
That could be the advert. Couldn't it?
Yeah.
Rototo.
Well, I'd be more going loco down on Akatoto.
Oh, very good.
That's fair.
I would recommend you getting any.
If Rototo's marketing team are listening,
yeah.
Give us a call.
And you can hire the 4 tops. 4 tops could be a gaggle of fellas in a gay bar. Oh, come on, that's funny.
That was good. That was good.
That was good, yeah.
It's a shame you two are straight, because that's a really funny joke.
That was actually very, very, very good.
So, what was the benefit? When you put them on, did you think these?
Oh, unbelievable.
Worth £25?
Yes, immediately. It's like a memory foam knit.
Oh.
So when you put them in, they're thermal and they basically they use your body heat.
What concerns me is the people, the ramblers, I imagine, are prone to a bunion.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not sharing them. I'm not sharing them. Don't get me wrong. And also, I'm not rambling. I'm literally going up and down Bold Street. So,
well, that's true. Why did you feel the need to spend so much on a pair of?
Because they were a really nice colour.
What colour?
They were like a
black.
There's new colour called black. A really nice shade of black.
Really dark black. Midnight. Yeah.
They were 2 colours on the top or on the cuff. They were like a kind of vibrant orange.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the sock was a like a forest green. And then I bought my girlfriend the same brand, Toto, lest we forget.
Yeah. Did you buy them down in Africa?
Oh God, another good one.
That was very good.
Socks are my domain, it seems.
Yeah. Forget the magic. Pack that in. Yeah.
Make puns for
just go and do sock-based jokes. Get Nigel Planner to be your support act.
This brand, which I don't even want to say the name of anymore.
Rototo. Yeah.
The wheels are turning.
Yeah, sort of Wizard of Oz dog gag.
It's a shame those sparkly red heels block the socks.
You know what? With the thickness of the sock, you'd never get the stiletto on, would you?
Never.
That's the thing. Dorothy couldn't wear a good sock in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, in the movie, the stilettos were stolen. I reckon they go straight for sock.
Forget, seen her premium Rototo then. Must have been a nightmare walking down the road with the heels on as well. She could have done with a comfier shoe.
Oh, that's true. That cobbled, fucking road.
Yeah. Fucking hell, it's hilly and everything here.
Could have done a pair of Clarks. Bloody hell.
Rambling boots, Rototo socks and sketches or whatever. That's what I'd have in my remake as the Wizard of Oz.
A pair of Carrymore boots with the zip off like that.
Yeah, Dorothy in full-on walking gear.
Those sticks.
I prepared this time.
Get the costume from Cotswold, the outdoor shop.
All right, well, fellas, it's good to see you.
Always
as
a pleasure,
always.
Steve.
I'm delighted we bounced out of my shitty sock fact.
Do you know what? It's actually led to a full-on discussion, hasn't it?
It's flourished.
Yeah, a Wizard of Oz remake with outdoor clothing.
Who would be the lead? Who would be Dorothy in that?
Oh God! Who'd look good in outdoor clothing?
Cat from EastEnders.
Yeah, Cat from EastEnders as Dorothy. In North Face and Berghouse attire. And a comfortable long walk.
And Wellard as the as Toto.
Wellard as Toto, yeah. Yeah. Gaffney could be the Tin Man.
Ross Kemp as the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah. Kemp would be a good Cowardly
Yeah,
Lion as well. Playing against type. I like that.
And Dirty Den as the Wizard of Oz.
Daddy down behind the curtain. Oh, well, good to see you, fellas.
Always a pleasure, Steve.
As always.
Do give us a follow on Instagram, which is Josh.
At Dodging Death Podcast.
You can get all our episodes on any podcast player or the website, which is Ryan.
DodgingDeathPodcast.com.
And leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. That's it. I will see you next week.
See you next week.
Follow us on Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.